Hello friends, this is Hedda and today I am setting up my bullet journal for April. Whatever is happening in your life right now, I hope that you're okay and know that I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video today. This video is kindly sponsored by Notebook Therapy and you'll hear more about them in a bit. The theme I chose for April is cherry blossoms, and I know, so generic, right? Well, I actually did cherry blossom themes both in April last year and also in March of 2018. In March 2018, I had just moved to Tokyo for the second time. I moved into this gorgeous apartment. Life was looking pretty good, if quite stressful. In April 2020, I was using a traveler's notebook. COVID-19 had just hit my city hard and I was feeling very lost in life. I just wanted to create something new. I made my first printable, which was the beginning of my Patreon journey. So you might see a pattern here with me choosing cherry blossoms for months where I have this sense of starting anew. This month I am creating a lot of new products for my shop, which I'm very excited about, and I'm also really feeling the mental toll of lockdown. I just really need something bright, something that signifies a new beginning. So that's why I chose cherry blossoms for my theme for April. And so this package from Notebook Therapy came at exactly the right time. As I mentioned, this video is sponsored by Notebook Therapy. If you don't know Notebook Therapy, they are an online store for adorable stationery, including notebooks, stamp sets, stickers, pencil cases, and lots of other things. I really love their Tsuki collection, which is a line of products of their own design. They also sell a lot of stationery from other producers, but the Tsuki collection is their own brand in a way. So I've been lucky enough to try some of Notebook Therapy's new products, and I wanted to show them to you before I start with the spreads. First, we have this adorable pop-up pencil case, which is part of their new Sakura collection. I now have two of these from Notebook Therapy, and they feel really nice to touch because of the cord, and a huge plus is that they are long enough to comfortably fit Tombow dual brush pens, which have been too long for many of the pencil cases I've used. Next, we have their brand new bullet journal stencil set, which has tons of shapes to help you create trackers and other drawings in your journal. They come in purple and green, and I chose the purple set. They also come with some really cute stickers. Notebook Therapy also sent over one of their Sakura collection notebooks. These come in two shades of pink, and my cover page for April is heavily inspired by the illustration on the front of the journal. It also comes with this adorable cherry blossom paper clip, which really came in handy when setting up my April spreads. Like all other Notebook Therapy notebooks, this one has 160 GSM bright white paper. Next up, they sent me something really cool, which is their first washi tape collection. It has so many different washi tapes and a lot of them has gold on them, which is super pretty. The set comes with several sheets of stickers, most of them designed by my friend Natalie from Blossom Bujo. The set comes with this really cute eraser, which was a fun touch. It contains so many different washi tapes, even some that you can tear or even just pull off, and they're basically stickers on a roll. Most of them are regular tape rolls though, and I love the gold details and the different designs are so pretty. I think my favorite is the one with Mount Fuji on it, or the one with a pink grid. You can get 10% off your purchase from Notebook Therapy by using my discount code mochibujo10, which is an affiliate code. That means that I earn a small commission and you get your products a bit cheaper. So it's a win-win situation for all of us. I've also put a link in the description box which you can use. Lastly, they sent over the spring edition of their Four Seasons collection, which is a collaboration with Milkoyo. Maria is a super talented artist based in Mexico, and I think her illustrations are just adorable. This notebook launched just this week, and I know they sold out of the winter edition pretty quickly, so definitely go check this one out if you're interested. Okay, now that I've unboxed all these new items, I am ready to tackle my April spreads. Like I said, my cover page is inspired by the icon on the front of the Sakura notebooks. I also saw Kelly from With KX do this really cute stamp design for her cover page for February this year, so I tried to make my illustration look like a stamp as well. I drew the line art with the hard Tombow Fudenosuke, and I really like drawing with small brush pens like this because the lines really come alive rather than being even all the way, if that makes sense. This drawing is very simple, just a cherry blossom branch to the left, Mount Fuji on the bottom, and a moon in the sky. I then lettered April with another black brush pen. I usually wait a bit before erasing the pencil lines, so I did the other page before coloring in the illustration. I decided to letter a quote from Genji Monogatari, which is a famous Japanese literary work written in the 11th century by Murasaki Shikibu, who was a noblewoman. It's super famous, and I thought this excerpt translated into English was perfect for my cherry blossom theme. It says, "It is true as they say that the blossoms of spring are all the more precious because they bloom so briefly." Moving back to the right page, I used Tombow dual brush pens to color in the stamp. I used 3 different shades of pink for the cherry blossoms because they come in all shades of pink. The darkest ones are more like plum blossoms, I guess, but that's okay. I used a bluish gray for the sky and a light gray for Mount Fuji, and I also colored in the branch with a dark brown color. I've gotten a lot of practice drawing cherry blossoms this week because I've been creating my Patreon rewards, and it turns out it's not as difficult as I thought it was. Lastly, I thought the moon needed something special, so I used this shimmering watercolor paint from Finetech, which makes the moon reflect light, just like it does in real life. The last thing I did was just some minor details like putting some white on the April letters, as well as making an almost invisible pink drop shadow, and that's pretty much it for the cover page. Moving on to the calendar spread, I basically improvised the whole right side of the spread. The only thing I had really planned was the left calendar page, where I drew a cherry blossom branch in the bottom corner, and then I drew up a pretty small calendar on top using the soft Tombow Fudenosuke. I find that this size works well for me now in March, so I thought I'd just keep using that for April. I didn't use a ruler for the calendar because I wanted it to look more organic, and I also tried making the cherry blossom branch a little bit squiggly for the same reason. I colored in the cherry blossoms with the same Tombow dual brush pens as on the cover page, but I didn't color in the branch this time because I thought it would look too dark and steal too much attention. I think that turned out to be a good idea because the end result turned out super cute. I used a couple of strips of washi tape to kind of fill the gap of the last 3 days of March, and then I wrote April at the top with the hard Tombow Fudenosuke. On the right side, I wanted to make a little overview of the month. I wanted to use some of the stickers that I made for my patrons this month as well. I make a printable sticker sheet and journaling kit for my patrons every month, and I'm really happy with this month's set. So I picked out a few of the stickers to use on this page, and then I kind of just started building it from the top. I find that sometimes it's just really nice to improvise and create one little part at a time. So with this spread, I started with washi tape and a sticker in the top right corner, and then I made a focus of the month section next to that. Since there was a bit of space in between, I made a little section for recording my subscriber count on YouTube and my follower count on Instagram. It's not very important, but it's just kind of fun to keep track of, I guess. Then I started building the next section, which is a tasks list. I like to keep a main task list for the big tasks that I have to complete every month. And then I just filled the page with decor after that, and I ended it with a little quote that I found by Googling quotes about spring, and so I'm not sure who said or wrote it. I also decorated with some stickers that one of my friends sent me for Christmas in a pen pal package, so I'm not sure where they're from, but they're really cute and perfect for this theme. I really like how the spread turned out. It's bright and open, not too rigid, but also has clear sections to work with. The next spread that I am making is not something I usually make. I'd normally do a habit tracker, a playlist, or something like that, but this month I am trying a time management spread. Management sounds very strict though, so I'm not going to actually put that word on the page, but basically what this spread is a big table with all the days of the month and then times from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. because I rarely get up before 8 a.m. And then I have color codes for different activities such as housework, working on my Patreon, working on my sticker shop, and then I can fill the table with the colors of the activity I've been doing. So this demands a lot more attention than a habit tracker would, and to be honest, it's a little bit intimidating, but I think it will be very interesting to know how much time I spend on each activity, as long as I can keep up with it. There wasn't that much room for decoration, but I did manage to squeeze in a cherry blossom branch and some stickers and washi tape. I really like how easy it is to peel the washi tape off the paper again and place it somewhere else because I can never decide where to put things. I tried using as many of the Notebook Therapy washi tapes as I could in these spreads because it was too hard to choose just a couple like I normally would. It's really nice to mix a simpler washi tape with a more colorful one because it's easier to match them and it doesn't look too messy. I ended up moving around lots of stickers on this page, but I think in the end it turned out nice. The last thing I did on the spread was a questionable decision, but I've seen Tati from Nautique Journal make these squiggly outlines of her doodles, and I wanted to try the same thing on the cherry blossom branch. It didn't quite work out as I had imagined, so I didn't do it on any of the other spreads. The last spread I am making in this video is the first weekly spread of April. This particular week happens to be Easter week here in Norway with lots of public holidays, and although we're in lockdown, I'm planning on at least going skiing with my family and take some time off from creating content, at least for a little bit. I have content planned though, so I'll still be posting stuff, don't worry. The layout of this weekly spread is quite simple. On the far left, I made a little calendar for the week where I'll write down events such as the holidays, my grandma's birthday, and other things. And then next to that, I have a little section for my goals for the week, which will be pretty low-key considering it's a vacation week. I also made a little task list on the bottom of the left page because although I won't be working, I'll still have to do certain tasks. Life never stops. I used some of the stickers that I got with the 4 Seasons notebook from Notebook Therapy, and they're super cute. On the right page, I'm just decorating it a little bit to make room for some freeform journaling. I'd like to record what I do this week, hopefully making some precious memories with my family. Looking at this spread just makes me really excited for Easter. It will be a bit sad too, since my family and I will be saying goodbye to one of our cats who has been with us for 17 years. But I know it's the best thing for her, and we'll just have to give all our love to her son, who is still going strong. I have so many plans for April, and I hope that you will follow along. If you aren't subscribed already, I hope that you'll consider doing that today. I really appreciate all of your support, and watching my videos and sharing my content with your friends really helps my channel grow. If you're interested, please check out the links in the description box. I have links to my other social media, my sticker shop, and my Patreon. I also have a few discount codes for you to use, including the one for Notebook Therapy if you want to get your hands on any of the products I used in this video. I want to thank Notebook Therapy again for sponsoring this video. And that's all for today. I hope that you're having a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!